Okay, have y'all scrolled through hold on. Have y'all ever scrolled through the Nintendo eShop? And what are your thoughts on it? Yes, it's horrible. No. I don't own any Nintendo products. Okay. All right. Gotten so full of shovelware and literally, I decided one day to just kind of, I don't know, spend some time scrolling through the Nintendo eShop to see if there would be anything I would be interested in. And I could not compute how much corn I was seeing. Like on the Nintendo? I like literally the first one I came across, I was like, what is this? What like of all places to find that stuff, I never would have thought that I would find it on the Nintendo eShop. Like, what the frick? What the hell? Oh my god, I could not, like, literally could not believe my eyeballs. There's still some legit stuff in there, but it's absolutely buried now. Yeah, like, holy crap. But this is what this video is. It's, hey Nintendo, the eShop sucks. And yeah, so after that adventure through the eShop, I seen this and I was like, yes. Yes, let's talk about the eShop. It's gotten worse since he put this video out. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Let's see.
We need to have a conversation about the eShop
Yes.
because we've all collectively dealt with this thing for the last 8 years. If you've used a Switch somewhat recently, you probably know already what I'm talking about. Whether it's
that screen is all too familiar. Yes, yes, Flash. My eyes. This is the Nintendo. This for kids. Like it's geared towards kids. And this shit's on there. Like what the hell?
the questionable content that gets uploaded to it every day.
Exactly.
Or just the fact that it's so insufferably laggy. The eShop runs like me after I down an entire pizza and then tried to go jogging in 100-degree weather. Like it's just sluggish. Like there's no way I'm gonna get the job done. So Nintendo, why don't you take a seat?
Yes.
Why don't you pop your little butt right there?
We need
and
to
let's
have
talk about your mess.
We need a conversation.
I don't think the user experience of the Nintendo Switch eShop is good at all. And I'm not talking
about definitely slow because I remember all the time like trying to scroll. You're trying to scroll down and then you have to wait and then it will go pop and then you have to scroll down a bit more and then wait and it goes pop and then you're like, ugh. And then God forbid some kind of glitch sends you all the way back to the top again and then you have to do it all over again. You don't want your kids playing Hen versus Zombie 4? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, potatoes. Not at all. I'm checking this out for research purposes. Katsuya, you have fun. Okay, you have fun. Yeah, or it stops loading. Yep. It's terrible.
The severe lack of music like what the Wii had. I want to talk about all of the main tabs that Nintendo offers for you to try and filter and find video games on their platform. But I want to start with recent releases because I don't know about any of you watching this right now, but recent release tab is the only way I find games because it's the only place that filters games from their release date of today backwards to the history of wherever. You can just scroll down the recent release tab for the entirety
Oh
of the
my
Nintendo
God.
Switch's library. It's actually quite insane. But due to the eShop having no algorithm at all, like there's literally no algorithm. The other tabs are all hand-picked tabs by Nintendo to the
Yeah, it's just like bestsellers, great deals, recent releases, featured. So every time I usually go in there, I'm like, okay, how do I search for games? Usually I'll go to the great deals tab, honestly. Welcome in, Swan. We're learning about the tons of corn that's in the Nintendo eShop. I've run into the problem where the games just stop loading as I scroll. Yeah. Yep. It'll just be like blank pages and you're like, okay, where's the image of the game? So that I know what I'm looking at. I'm just imagining that one scene from Ted. There's so much corn. You need help. You need help.
point where someone like me
Just
who
dance.
frequently buys Nintendo games, any of these tabs I click on, I'll have all of the games on the page. I even tried to put this to the test recently on Twitch. I was live and I just went to the search function and pressed adventure, and sure enough, all of the games that popped up said purchased. I've already bought every single game on this page. Should it not recommend me some
Here's a
things
bunch of
maybe
games that you already have.
bought? There is no algorithm here for me to find games that I might like on the eShop. There's a reason why I have a whole career on this channel finding games for people and making lists of games worth buying, because it's impossible to find games and you need somebody to tell you about them.
Yeah, like you're supposed to take the genres that people usually play and then make recommendations based on that. At least Steam did such a good job of keeping the NSFW at bay they didn't want, that a whole new service spawned for such prohibited content. Oh my god. Yeah, I literally never see that stuff on Steam. Ever. Except when I tried looking up visual novels. Because I was like, oh, I kind of like doing streaming visual novels where we can all kind of just read along the story and whatever, and it's very nice. Kind of like the To the Moon series and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Look at the AI game right there. Are you talking about the ecchi time in the middle? I'm kind of interested to know what this game is. A Lost Note. There's a cat. The eShop legs, so that kids would stare more at the hentai game. Oh my god. They're like, if we just make the kids stare at it long enough, they'll buy it. They'll buy it. Ecchi time, okay, I'm interested, okay. Okay, Ketsuya, give us a good review when you're done playing it. The End Mouse. That and the mouse game. Oh, okay. Oh my god, yeah, that does not even... What is this? It's a cat. Oh, that's a cat because it's called Sherlock Purr. Sherlock Purr 2, so there's a Sherlock Purr 1.
To the recent release tab, the only tab I can actually use because it's the only tab with games I don't have. And if you're like me and you use this tab, you know how sketchy this tab has become recently.
Sketchy,
and more than
etchy.
anything, just useless. Nintendo
my
has
gosh.
absolutely no quality control anymore when it comes to allowing people to upload games to their service. And at this point, in the last year of the Switch, we are just dealt with shovelware and... I mean, you're looking at it. For the sake of this video not
What
getting
the hell?
age restricted, which might not even be a hurdle I can jump, I'm going to not say the H word or the P word at any point during this, and instead I'll just say...
Oh no, am I gonna have to filter myself? I'm hydrating.
So right here, as this is right now, actually, as I'm recording this Friday evening, I didn't even plan this. There's Luigi content smack
There's
bang the first
Luigi.
thing I
Okay,
see when I
okay.
open this. And as I scroll
I'm
down,
stretching.
sure enough, there's more Luigi content right there. Scroll down a couple more pages, more Luigi content right there. I want to stress,
Okay,
I don't have a
Luigi
problem with
content.
Luigi content. I don't want to kink shame anyone's Luigi fun. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, no, I'm not shaming anyone. But why is it on the Nintendo store that is aimed towards kids? Nintendo doesn't make money from games anymore. They make money by suing smaller game companies into the ground. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, they gotta pick on the little people who literally, you know, just leave them alone. They're not gonna steal your stuff. They're not gonna like steal your audience. I can play Pokemon and Palworld and love both of them equally. I get having fewer hoops to jump through to publish stuff for independent releases, but really, there has to be some standards and moderation. Yeah, you would think. Like, and especially if this is geared if Nintendo is geared towards kids, like people this stuff should not be getting posted. I don't understand. I don't understand like who is sitting there in the quality control or whatever and they're just like, yeah, this is fine. Yep, that's also fine. Oh, it's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. Just yeah, it's fine. Just post it. It's almost as bad as the Google Play Store sometimes could get um until Google does another sweep. Really? I almost never go into the Google Play Store. Damn. Put it on Steam? Exactly, yeah. At least Steam is geared towards everyone. I will never buy Luigi content on the Switch. That's what my laptop and private games on Steam is for. We shouldn't be able to compare a store like the eShop to a mobile app store. Honestly, yeah, true, because like the Nintendo console should have better quality games on a console. I want my kids to grow their brains with Luigi puzzle game. It's me, Luigi. It's me, Mario. At least make it higher quality Luigi content. But it's on a kid's platform. No. No.
if that's what you like, great. My issue is there's no way of filtering out this Luigi content. But I will get there. I've tried. I actually counted, and in the 27 most recent releases on the eShop, 5 of them are Luigi content. So that's 20% out of the last 27 uploads are Luigi content. And moving away from that, even the shovelware that's just being uploaded constantly. I mean, I struggle
Oh
to
my
look at
gosh.
all of these 27 and not see just
That's
shovelware
like 4.
everywhere. But even considerately, I counted 9 definitely shovelware games, making out of the last 27 uploads, only 50% of the games are probably even worth a look in. With the best.
Wow. Okay, wait. What is shovelware? Because I am confused. What is shovelware? Low quality shit. I read Potato's message and then literally low quality software. Okay. All right. That checks out. Prioritizing quantity over quality or to just fulfill other requirements. Check boxes. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
This one actually being the Tories Panic Pack, because these little Tory games, they're only $1 each. They're actually pretty good. But everything else, I mean, who's buying Basketball Slam Dunk 2024 with a font that's somehow worse than Comic Sans? I scrolled further down and it doesn't get any better. That's just the most recent 27 releases.
Oh my
But
god.
again, if you've used the eShop anytime recently, you'll know every time you open it, there is brand new Luigi content slap bang front and center. Here's Luigi dating stories right next to There's No Dinosaurs 2. I mean, that's clearly a kid's game. Luigi Games Collection right next to Nintendo's own Monster Hunter Stories, which is also very much a kid's game. Okay, I know right now I'm on a tangent specifically about the Luigi content. I think it reflects a larger issue and a point that I'm going to get to, but while we're here, let's just finish the conversation so we can move past it and talk about filtering content. If it was easy for me to filter this content out, then I wouldn't be here complaining about it. Because
I'd still complain.
Filter the content out. There is no way of doing it. If you go over to Steam, for example, and you go to the store...
yeah, they should have this stuff filtered so that you can hide it behind like a parental guidance thing or something. Not like parental, you know, how they have like that parental stuff on as an option if your kids are using it. But yeah, they should have it behind something like that. But in a classic Nintendo move, anyone who gets caught with such in their library after they eventually catch on ban such not only would lose the content from their library, but may get suspended themselves. Maybe they aren't that strict outside enforcing their patents or copyright. I wouldn't even be surprised. Honestly. Yeah, you had this content in your library. Your account is now suspended. Thank you. Bye.
You just click on your account name and hit store preferences right there with 2 easy clicks on my account. I can filter out any kind of Luigi content I want. And yeah, I gotta be honest, I didn't even uncheck these. These came unchecked, which is fine. I didn't. People have said that Steam has just as bad of an issue with this Luigi content than anywhere else. I actually didn't think Steam had an issue, and I found out why when I looked at my preferences. They were checked off by default. I have no idea
because they know how to control it.
My experience is made better by having them checked off because when I go to my store, I don't see those. And it's not that I'm a prude, you know, it's not that I don't want to see them. It's that there's so many of them that they take up space and I have to scroll further down this extremely laggy service just to
it's giving
something that isn't Luigi content or shovelware. And believe me, I wish there was a shovelware option that I could also change off. I would check that immediately and have my eShop and my shopping experience be filtered to literally just good games. That would be the dream. And that's the point I'm trying to make. So then I thought to myself, well, what if I just made a parental controlled account and turned a filter on for explicit content? Because a lot of people, when I mentioned this on stream, said that I could do that. And while it is a little cumbersome...
Luigi Solitaire? I don't know, maybe they undress or something with each win or whatever. Just shop at the Nintendo app. Valve saw the competition and decided to take what they could get away with, but by default not opting anyone in. So those who are looking for or wanting it can find it, but they are not as likely to run into it by chance. Yeah, exactly. You have to specifically be looking for that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Strip solitaire. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't really want my workaround here to be stop using my main account, make a child's account for myself, and then continue using the eShop through a children's account. I did want to just see if that at least worked. I don't like the idea of having all 18 plus content filtered out because I am an adult, and if I want to play a bloody gory game, I want to be able to see and buy it. But I just wanted to test this, right?
Okay.
So I logged into the account on the website. I had to make an extra kid account for my account. Then I had to add a new user to my Switch and connect the accounts and do the QRs. It took a while.
Wow.
But I eventually got Wood Jr. up and running on this account. And I went straight to the recent release tab. And what did I immediately see? But that same game that just got uploaded.
What?
The the Luigi game. And as I scroll down, I realized, oh, I am on a child's account,
Oh
but I
my
set their age to be
gosh.
14 and put age restriction on. And I'm still seeing every game uploaded that has the word Luigi in it. The only difference
What
is
the
if I
hell?
click on it now, it doesn't rotate pictures anymore of the game and instead says you can't buy it unless your parent or guardian adds in a password. Which
So
we
why
could get into
even
the
have? Oh my
morality
god.
of if this is better or not for an actual child. Like, I don't have a kid, but I can't imagine I'd be very happy if I gave my kid a Nintendo Switch thinking, oh, it's a Nintendo console. They don't even allow people to do in-game voice chat in their games in case they talk to a stranger. They separated out the 18 plus games from the Nintendo 64 library into their own app. Like, Nintendo thinks of my children. Nintendo cares about my kids. You know, I can trust that whatever they see on there will be happy and healthy and child friendly.
Oh yeah,
Then they get on the
100%.
eShop and it's just filled with Luigi content where they can just scroll through the pictures without even having to buy it. That's a whole separate morality
Wow.
conversation. But then if I was like, okay, well, I'll make a children's account for my child, guess what? They can still see the thumbnails. They can still see the word Luigi. They'll probably still have questions about this. And
Oh my gosh. I'm not a parent, but I'd be pissed if I was. Yeah. Like, just remove it. Remove it. And especially on the kids. What the heck? Nintendo should be gating content better along with having a toggle to hide show the NSFW. Kids will see Luigi and think, oh, it's Super Mario. Yeah, exactly. They run up to you. You're their parent. And they just run up to you. Oh, what is Luigi Girls? What is Luigi Girls? I want to play it. No, you're not playing that. Holy frick! How hard is it to like the amount of money they make and they can't do something about this? Come on, they're just lazy. They're just lazy. I hate to break it to you, but Nintendo has to give explicit permission for stuff to be on the eShop. They're allowing shovelware and Luigi content. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true as well. Like, stuff can't just be posted onto the Nintendo shop. It has to go through people. So, I don't know. Eventually, some parents will sue Nintendo, and then the media would get a hold of it, and they'd be forced to do something. As international lawsuits would be a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah, that's true. Very true. Because the laws are different, like, everywhere. Nintendo won't ban people for having these games. Nintendo is giving permission for all these games to be on the eShop. I bet their excuse would be like, well, it's not our job to monitor your kids. Should monitor your kids better. Does Luigi content sell well? Probably. Probably.
that stuff aside, because I don't have a kid and that doesn't really affect me in my day to day, the whole reason why I tried to do this was to filter out this content so I didn't have to see it while I'm trying to shop, so that it didn't add to the lagginess of my eShop, so that it didn't bog down with another slot of a game I don't want to see, and hopefully I can cut through the crap and get to the good stuff, and it didn't even work. So I jumped through all of those hoops and didn't even get where I wanted to be. And by the way, Bum Simulator is a wild game.
Oh my gosh.
Bum Simulator. Okay.
What the hell?
So I'll put a pin in all of that.
Live the life of a bum.
I want to end that section of this conversation with just please give me filters so I can filter out what I see on my eShop. I can filter out types of games. I can filter out lewd and nudity and Luigi content.
Like literally the most basic function that this type of stuff should have.
There seems to be so much of it here. Just give me filters like Steam has. Why as a company, Nintendo, do you not make things easier and nicer for your consumers? I swear, this is across the board on all of your products and services that
Because
you
they
offer.
can get away
It's
with
all
it.
baseline stuff, and it's all so inconvenient. Now that we've put a pin on that, let's talk about some other issues of the eShop. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier with there being no kind of algorithm or any kind of help whatsoever from a user experience of finding games that you might actually want to play. And the best example of that is just to look at the tabs that were provided by Nintendo to browse the eShop. The first being the search and browse feature. If you're literally looking for a game, you know what game you need, you can just type it in here, and that's great. I've already shown you, if you try and search by a genre or by any kind of filter, it's just going to bring up the most popular games in that category. And chances are, if you haven't already bought them, you've at least seen or heard of them. And
I'm not gonna lie. Pokemon Quest was actually kind of fun and really cute. I recommend, if you want to just kill sometimes, I recommend Pokemon Quest. Welcome in, Amy! How are you doing?
You've at least seen or heard of them. And it's going to be the same for everybody. I tested this on my wife Kim's Switch, and they were identical storefronts, even though all Kim plays is Animal Crossing and Dreamlight Valley. So 2 games, and we had the same store. It's not catered to the user's experience. Like, yes, I've heard of Pokemon before. I've heard of Minecraft before. I have, because I have it purchased on my account, which is fine. But if I've clearly already bought it, maybe there's something else I might be interested in. Why is it so hard to find anything new or relevant on the eShop to me? So then we start going down the other tabs. The first one is featured. The featured tab is, again, just the best sellers. It's always what's newest from Nintendo's first party, maybe a smattering of some third-party stuff, but it's always just new releases, best-selling stuff. Fortnite is taking up one of the very first slots on this page. I don't know who hasn't heard of Fortnite, but hey, it's featured by Nintendo.
Fortnite. Gross. At least it's not being personalized is a good sign, as it means they aren't invasive with your privacy. I mean, I guess that's true, yeah. If you're worried about privacy, I guess that's true. But personally, I like to be recommended games that I might like, because then it helps you find them. Not something that I mind, personally.
Here, mostly pre-order stuff too, of things that aren't out yet that are coming up, and then again just Nintendo's best sellers. Like Minecraft has a whole slot here, the best selling game on Switch, which is fine. This is what's featured. It's just this tab never changes. I never even use it, look at it. I scroll right past it every day. It is essentially just a best sellers tab. So then why is there a best sellers tab? I mean, that
best seller
seems counterproductive. It's the same thing. This tab is literally, quite literally, ranked, and it's taking so long to even load this, which is the same page every day, and it took like 30 seconds there. This tab is literally 30 games ranked from best selling to, well, not worst selling, because they're all the top 30, but you know what I mean. I kid you not. Every single game that's on the featured tab right now is also in this bestsellers tab. The only games on that featured tab that aren't in this best-selling tab are upcoming games. Games that aren't released yet.
What the heck? Games. So they have literally 2 tabs that are the same. The exact same. That's so stupid. Chrome Dino is what you play on Chrome browser when you're offline? What? Like when your internet's dead? There's just a random dino game? What? Freak my life, why can't I spell? A replica of the hidden game from Chrome offline mode. What? I did not know that. I didn't know that. You never played Chrome Dino? No. I never played it. I never even seen it before, like other than other people playing it. never played it. Guys, look, I'm chronically online, okay? I can't help it. I'm online 20. I'm a freaking VTuber. Of course I'm online all the time. You can only play it when you're offline, then I can't play it. Ever. Damn. Learn something new every day. Every day. Just unplug the Wi-Fi, problem solved. No, because then I'll disappear. Then I will disappear into the void. Even chronically online people may have seen it, as it's not like your connection works all the time. True. But like, even when I've lost internet connection, I still never seen it pop up. I feel scammed now. They scammed me out of my Chrome Dino experience. How dare. You don't know the joy of gaming yet. Oh gosh. Maybe one day I will learn. One day. Fortnite. I'm gonna puke.
Really, at that point, you can look at the featured tab as the coming soon tab. So why is there a coming soon tab? To be fair, though, this coming soon tab doesn't actually have any of Nintendo's first party coming soon stuff. That's in featured. This is a pile of junk. I also never look in the coming soon tab because I don't even know what you need to do to get in here. I don't know if you pay to get in here. I don't know if Nintendo handpicks this stuff. And I'm not gonna crap
Warzone.
on all of these games, but I will crap on games like a fake Warzone. I don't know, like there's clearly a lot of shovelware in here, like Auto Empire Dealer Car Simulator. There's a ton of shovelware. There are some good looking games in here, like this Arranger game. There's another Luigi content game buried in here too.
Of course.
So from a user experience, I get nothing out of coming soon. I don't really get anything out of bestsellers. I guess it's fun to see what is currently charting. It's more of like a fun visual experiment. From a shopping standpoint, best-selling and coming soon and featured are all pretty useless. Great deals. I do kind of like the great deals tab. I mean, it's things
That's
that
the
are
one
on
that I
sale
go
and
to.
they're all condensed to one place. Again, I wish there was an algorithm here. I would spend so much more money in the great deals tab if it was algorithm based and again, not just best selling.
Yeah, if it was catered
once
to.
Again, all of these are being filtered from best selling. And you can see that clearly because the top 2 great deals I've already purchased. It won't even show me what the deal is, which sucks. I want to know how badly I messed up by buying it at full price. But even though there are other games in this list that are best sellers that
They don't want you to know
on sale, like I can look at something like Slime Rancher and say, oh, 60% off. That's great. There are so many things I have no interest in, and the algorithm has no reason to think that I would like Sim Market or The Escapists or Project Drift. I don't play racing games or kart racing games. I really wish it would, again, filter these by games that I would maybe have interest in or games that it hasn't shown me before, but rather it keeps showing me the same games that are always on sale that I've passed up 1,000 times before. All of these issues, by the way, are not prevalent when you look at a store like Steam. I almost never know what I'm looking at when I go to Steam because it does such a great job at showing me things I haven't seen or I might like. Lies of P, I've actually played that on Xbox. But
yeah, I found quite a few games actually. Like, I'll just open Steam and it will be recommending me like a new game I never heard of, or like, oh, this game's coming out, and I'm like, oh, add to wishlist, because I don't have 247 games on my wishlist. Okay, don't look. I don't.
But it makes sense it's showing me that because I've played a lot of Elden Ring on my Steam account. Lost Ark, it looks like it's an MMORPG, and it makes sense that it's showing me that right now today because yesterday I downloaded the last or first Descendant or something to try out. Yeah, it's recommending it because it knows I just tried something like that out. I don't know what Lost Ark is. I honestly don't. Now I get to click on it and learn about it and find out about it. Even these special offers, these clearly aren't best-selling Steam games, but they're just some unique games that are on sale that I might like to check out. You look on the left-hand side at Steam's tabs, you have recently viewed, in case there's anything I want to go back to and reconsider, your tags, so games that and genres that I most likely have interest in. That's really cool. Recommended by friends, by curators, tags. Browse a ton of categories right here, from the top sellers to the new releases. And even though I'm not interested in a lot of these recent releases, at least it loads. I mean, it just loaded like
just, like, literally just showing how freaking amazing Steam is right now. Wow. I have a lot on my wish list, but I need to go through them because some I don't think I want anymore. Yeah, I do that sometimes occasionally. I'll like just go through my wish list. And then some of them I'm like, nah, I don't want this anymore. Kind of clear out a little bit.
Like 300 games. I mean, it just keeps going, and it did that in an instant, and there's no lag at all. Why is the eShop so laggy? Is it just because there's so much stuff on there and the server space is so limited? I don't even understand why a basic storefront would be so slow and sluggish. I mean, Steam managed to bring its storefront to the Steam Deck, and that runs like a dream and offers everything that the PC version offers.
I love our Steam Deck.
Perfect. It's obviously got the job done, but I don't think I ever just browse the eShop outside of the recent releases tab, hoping to see something I haven't seen before, pick up and play and enjoy, because there is no way that would ever happen. I mean, your own World Champion NES edition released yesterday as I'm filming this, and it's already buried in all of this shovelware and Luigi content. Although, to be fair, they'd probably just find it in the featured tab, which is good for you, Nintendo. Not so good for any indie teams or third-party developers that are just trying to put their game out on the eShop, and it's instantly buried. I think the eShop has a lot of issues. I've talked about a lot of them today. If you have any solutions for the eShop or workarounds or other things that you dislike, let's talk about it down below. I know you can go online to the website and log in, and you can browse the eShop from the website. I've honestly never done it. I would not be surprised if it doesn't literally do the same.
But like, you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that, because why would you go on the computer to buy games for your console system? That makes no sense.
Same thing that the eShop does. Switching to adventure is just bringing up all the first party and best selling stuff, and I don't think it has all of it either, because I'm filtering this from A to Z, and you're telling me there's only 5 games on eShop that start with A? There needs to be an easier way. All right, that's it. You can get up, Nintendo. You gotta
No.
Let me know what you guys think.
No. They should have to sit there forever. Sit there forever.
Just wanted to talk about the issue. I've seen a lot of people complain about the eShop over the years, and I truly think it's in its worst state right now than ever. And I just really hope that Nintendo takes a lot of this criticism when it comes to the Switch 2 and just gives us a better online shopping experience in every way.
Yeah, true. We'll see. I have my doubts, though. I don't know. Do you guys think they'll maybe have a better eShop on the Switch 2? I have my doubts. But I guess we'll see. Holy shit. Like, literally. Something like, this is such a basic thing that a system should have, and they just, like, messed it up so bad. Like, they just don't even give a shit. What I think Nintendo is a company resting on its laurels, pumping out slop they know fans will buy because of nostalgia and making money from lawsuits. Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. 100%. They're like a massive company. Like, they can just slap their Nintendo thing on whatever and it will sell. Because everyone will be like, oh my god, Nintendo. Oh my god, childhood memories. Yep, take my money. Take my money. Buy it. Buy it. It's not like any of the big companies are doing anything better. No. They all know they can just slap their logo on something and bam, money.